what do you think is the biggest difference between each of the four provinces in terms of how they collect sales tax?
As I have mentioned you, the Sindh is the first one. We have made our laws, we have made our regulations, and the rest of the
Is Balochistan not?
just copied it
Uh,
in the beginning.
in the beginning,
But,
they all copied
they
it.
copied it. Now again, as you know, the Sindh High Court is very active, and our taxpayer is also very active. So whatever we give him the notice, he will either jump to the court, and then court thresh out whether this tax was liable to be paid in certain time, certain period, and certain levy. So in that case, I can proudly say that all the cases which went to the Supreme Court are initiated by Sindh Revenue Board. It is their activity. We take the chances, we take the risk. We may lose the case, but the law becomes clear. So this takes you are correct. You have to charge the tax. Now the whole gambit is this: if a person is not paying tax on our notice, and say he opt for the litigation, a litigation may take 5 years. After 5 years, he is not supposed to pay the principal amount only. He will pay the markup, that is the default surcharge, that is 14%, and the COIBOR rate. It jumps, and the penalty. So if you are dragging, until unless he just got bankrupt and just disappear from this taxation sort of thing and service sector. So they have to coin. If they are hiring a lawyer, it's a very huge fees. They have to decide that what is the potential of this case winning. Now I can quote few examples. We have one in the Supreme Court. The supply chain case of the distribution, which purely are supplies of the goods, but they're offshoot of the distributor sitting over there. So first, the Sindh High Court has decided that the distribution component of the supply chain of goods is also a service. We won the case from High Court and then finally from the Supreme Court. And I'm proudly saying that Sindh was the first, it was Sindh's case. We fought it at all levels. There are many lower levels also: Assistant Commissioner, Commissioner Appeal, Tribunal, High Court and Supreme Court. Now we are getting the windfall. We have given them some concession also. Okay, your distribution margin, we will reduce in the beginning, say for 10% of the whole amount, because there are a lot of overheads and the manufacturing is not giving you the input and all that. So we are successful in getting all the multinationals chains of distributors in our net. Again, indenting, a person who is indenting and sending a sort of a papers to multiple sort of companies who will give the best quotation, it is a reverse charge. But we have won this case from the Supreme Court that the activity of the indenter is taking place here in Sindh, and it is this component is service. One example, which was my favorite topic, because I'm a movie freak also, the OTTs. Now, Amazon and Netflix has no office in Pakistan, unlike India. We have thrashed out it is how to capture them, because all the fees, monthly fees, is being credited through the debit or credit card.
Correct.
We have requested the bank through the state bank, kindly convince the banks that they introduce this code. Again, there are multiple codes, like IT code, cloud code, sort of a remittance code. We have generated some extra code which manifests these OTT platforms. So now we are charging to the OTT platform. Again, it is 3%. So even it is imperceptible. You would say, oh, 1125 रुपए था, 1175 हो गया. It's okay, fair enough. Nobody is bothered about it.
OTT platform का credit card के ऊपर आपका sales
bank
tax
card के दे.
bank card के दे देता है.
Bank card के दे रहा है. And Sindh was the first province which was unlike us के social sector. We
तो पंजाब ये नहीं कर रहा है.
पंजाब ने नहीं किया है. Punjab ने किया है, लेकिन they have got some problem because they have raised the tax rate. Now they are also successful. We were the first in this finance bill because CM Saab was very kind enough. We have been allowed to tax the high upscale education and upscale hospitals.
Education पे tax होना चाहिए principally, morally.
सर मैं अब नाम लेना पड़ेंगे मुझे, मैं नाम लिए बगैर आपको बताता हूँ कि certain colleges and schools and the medical colleges are charging fees per month around 2.5 million.
بٹ وہ ان کو سروس ڈسچارج کرنے کی بھی کاسٹ اتنی ہی
نہیں اتنی نہیں ہے نا سر. وہ تو ایک ہی سسٹم کے تحت چل رہا ہے نا. ان آور ڈیز وین وی ور ان ڈاکٹرز وی ہیو ٹو یوز ڈو دا ڈائسیکشن آن دا لائف بodies. Live bodies mean dead bodies. Now they are doing it on the plastic bodies. So it is quite huge amount. Some schools are charging fees of say 25,000 per quarter. So we are just tapping them 3%. So 3% they don't mind. The grammar and the Lyceum was the first to get registered. Aga Khan is not minding that. 3,000 consultancy charge.
But are the parents minding it? Because ultimately parents نے دینا
The parents who can afford, پہلا reason تو یہ ہے نا, it should be equity. Equity base and sort of affordability of the person.